Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this, your Virgo June 2023 reading and forecast. Hi, I'm Nigel Saint James, clairvoyant, and I've done a number of one-on-one clairvoyant readings for many of you over the course of the last month, haven't I? And of course I charge for that, but what I don't charge for, and which I have done also for Virgoans in the course of the last month, are healings, and healings are free. Information on readings and healings can be found in the description below, but with respect to healings, I think there are some countries where I need to tell you that you need to seek professional medical advice as well. And that's a good idea anyway. Now, why don't we get things underway? As the subscribers know, and oh, by the way, it's always so great to see the subscribers. I love seeing you each month, truly I do. Now, I have a lunch date, a play date, with a lady for lunch down by the water this afternoon after I tape these, and or a play-up date, perhaps. And so I look forward to having some good seafood and champagne and wine and enjoy the scenery. Now, let's see what there is here for you, shall we? We're going to take 5 cards, because as the subscribers know, 5 is all we need because they speak so much wisdom to us, don't they? Haven't you found that? Let's get it underway, shall we? Let's see. 9 of Cups. 6 of Wands. 7 of Wands. Usual. The Hanged Man. And finally, this. The Sun. Can't go better than that, can you? Well, as is our usual practice, come and sit down here next to me, why don't you? We'll have a look at the paintings here together while I do the reading for you. There are so many good things going on for you here that this has come into the center here, I think, for you just bear in mind while all these other good things are going on, so that you don't get ahead of yourself, so that you don't become, well, arrogant as a result of success that is coming your way this month. Let's have a look at the painting on it, shall we? The 7 of Wands. Well, look at this crown chakra here. The 7th, or crown chakra, is where you open up to the spirit world. Now, there are many dimensions to the spirit world. One of the more easily accessible is the Davic, or angelic kingdom, some people say. However, that is a misunderstanding. See, a Deva, D-E-V-A, is a Sanskrit word meaning shining one. Now, that is different to an angel. Angel comes from the Greek angelos, which was a translation of the Hebrew malach, which meant messenger of God. So they are different beings. They are not the same thing. Now, what's also the case here is that there's a heart chakra which is open as well. Now, if I look at the astrology of this energy here, it's not particularly constructive because it is Mars in Leo. Now, Mars actually just doesn't get on with Leo. At the best of times, even, it doesn't really get on with it. And with this number 7 here, I have a mystical association with the planet of Venus, that feminine planet of Venus. And Mars and Venus do not sit well with each other. For example, Mars is in detriment in Libra, which is a Venus-ruled sign, as you would know. So there's astrological discord and disharmony here, and it can present you with, and it's asking you to recall conflicts that have challenged your inner power, your life force. See, there's so many other good things happening. It doesn't want you to forget where you have come from. See, aggression and suppression can often combat your ego and your spirit and bring about anxiety, can't they? Well, a battle between your inner values and outer reality can create defensive reactions and certainly unrest. Now, of course, the world out there for all of us is testing, and it does challenge your beliefs and inner strengths. And you strive to find some kind of balance in this uncomfortable place of evolution. Well, the key to this energy is to believe and trust your true values, keeping them in balance with your actions. And the gift of this card is courage and conviction to stand by your truth, igniting your inner power, bringing a breakthrough to another level of spiritual potential. Now, this 7 here, I think, symbolizes the spiritual warrior on the battlefield of life, being tested to do the right thing. This sort of puts you in the trenches, really. This is a time to dig deep, to balance the ego and the heart, finding the spiritual courage and confidence to break through struggles and problems that life presents. Well, this energy coming here allows the cosmic fire of your soul to burn away any limitations that block your inner strength. Harness that energy and empower yourself to follow your true path with conviction. Move to a higher ground, seeing the bigger picture, acting from courage and wisdom. Now, I suppose that the lesson that is being reiterated to you here is to have, in the face of adversity, to have confidence, to stand by your truth with integrity, courage, and honor. And in uncertain times, don't be influenced by what you hear, read, or watch. Trust your intuition and gut feelings. Listen to your inner guidance and rise above surface illusions and limitations. Conflict brings light to a struggling aspect of the self, and you will have healing, strength, and transformation as a result. I think that this is also asking you to think about your beliefs and values as now you stretch and grow. And it's asking, is your heart and mind in agreement with your actions? It also says, practically, and you are a practical sign, know how to pick your battles. Think before you act. Stop and feel if what you are thinking about aligns with your heart. The 7 here awakens your inner truth, your life force, and your personal power. Now, we move to another Leo constellation, which is this one, the 6 of Wands, Leo all over this. Do you know this is Jupiter? That's much better. Jupiter in Leo. Because Jupiter is the great benefic of the zodiac, and it is bringing you good luck and good fortune at this time. It is the ruler of Sagittarius, a mutable sign, just as you are a mutable sign, ruled by Mercury in this case. And this 6 here, I have a great association with the sun. I also have an association with Christ consciousness, with Krishna consciousness, with Vishnu consciousness, and with the consciousness of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, when he received the Quran from the angel Gabriel. That aside, though, what are we seeing here? Jupiter in Leo. Well, Jupiter's expansive philosophical approach to life aligns well with Leo's creativity and desire to make things happen and put on a show. The picture itself, though, doesn't add a lot to this. In fact, if I was to say anything, this is sort of talking about, I would say, a woman here who is having different levels of psychic experience. That, however, is not the meaning of the energy, at least as far as I am concerned, with due respect to the developer here. Because really what is happening now is that, as I foreshadowed, The sun, which is also here, is shining brilliantly, and the day is yours. Now this 6 brings good fortune and recognition through your hard work, through your skilled leadership, and just from your straight-up talents. Now you've worked through struggles, haven't you? And you're making headway towards a dream, and victory is in sight. You feel good about yourself, and you deserve to, because now you live life without fear as you move forward with confidence towards your goals. Now the key to this energy really is recognizing that success is a stage in your evolution that will unfold into another challenge and another opportunity for achievement. You can't have achievement unless there are and victory, unless there are some of the obstacles that are presented by that energy. That's what it's asking you to remember. So don't be put off by obstacles. You master them. Say, show me an obstacle, I will overcome it. Show me an enemy, I will defeat it. Now the gift of this energy is believing in yourself, your dreams and aspirations, having the focus and willpower to see them blossom into reality. I really do here see a victory and recognition after hard work and harmony after chaos. Now this can be a personal victory or a shared one. Now regardless, success and acclaim are yours. You have acquired strong leadership abilities of communication. You see, you are assisted by Mercury. You have Mercury as your domicile ruler, and Mercury is exalted in your sign. Very interesting. So you have the ability to communicate brilliantly to people. And this is about you also honoring and respecting those who have supported you on your path to achievement. Now, your talent to work with people brings support, it brings harmony and inspiration to group environments, to people around you. So use the energy and excitement of your achievement, of your victory, to ignite the passion in others to find and follow their soul self, their reason for being here. And this is reminding you that ultimately your success, large or small, contributes to the evolution collectively. Now opportunities, renewal, expansion, and breakthroughs are all coming to you with this energy. This is bringing victory and good news. It blesses you with supportive friends and happy relationships. And importantly, it gives you self-esteem and inner strength. It indicates good health, you'll be pleased to know, or overcoming an illness. And there is an optimism about the future with you. But of course, you are aware, as this underneath it spoke of, that success is as cyclic as the sun sets and rises. So enjoy your victories. Use them to move you towards your next goals. But remember those who are there for you and be there for them. And naturally, always honor and thank the divine for your gifts. Well, let's go along that top horizontal line, shall we? And leave those major arcana to the end. What's this? Mental detour? We shall see. Now, the 9 of Cups, sitting on top of the Hanged Man and diagonally opposite the Sun. So this is good news. And what we have here is, well, let's move it into this thing first up. What's going on in the painting here? Now in the painting, a woman stands alone and she is looking off in a distance, isn't she? Caught up in her thoughts, unaware of the energy in her body, which is, if you like, cut off at the neck, isn't it? Sort of interesting sort of a thing. So although her emotions are churning within, she is She doesn't let herself feel them. Maybe what this is saying is it's time to get out of your head and open up to your feelings more. Now, you may not see yourself as someone who uses intellectualizing, that's the head, as a defensive strategy, but I guess a lot of people do this at times, and it doesn't necessarily mean being an intellectual. Ordinary, just turning things over and over in your mind, or planning, or any mental activity can serve as well. You are simply detoured, mental detour, from your feelings, and perhaps without even noticing what is happening. Now, astrologically, what we have going on here is we have Jupiter in Pisces. Now, that is a really good thing because Jupiter is the ruler of Pisces. I know some people say it's Neptune, but I'm not one who agrees with it being the ruler. Certainly it can reside in Pisces, but I wouldn't go so far as to say it is the ruler of Pisces, which has been for thousands of years Jupiter and is still the ruler in my book. But of course what we have here is we have the wonderful, expansive Jupiter coming into emotional, sensitive Pisces. And Jupiter's softer concerns, such as compassion and care, align beautifully with Pisces sensitivity. And so there is here an enormous capacity to love, is what I think. Now, unambiguously, this Nine of Cups blesses your path with good fortune, happiness, well-being, security, emotional and material success. Look, they're all yours. I told you that this was a great month for you here. Now, on a deeper level, I think you are experiencing the inner wealth of true self-love, discovering your grail within your heart chakra, which is opening up, radiating out unconditional love from the divine and showering boundless love that is streaming magically on everything you create. Now, the key to this energy is living and practicing the universal law of giving and receiving. The gift of this card is simply boundless love and abundance. This is also sometimes called the wish card, by some people who read tarot. I think wishes are found everywhere in the tarot. But it is definitely one of the best cards, as it expresses great happiness and abundance in all areas of your life. This kind of symbolizes the creation of the mother principle, giving birth to more and more love. The more love and compassion you give out, the more you receive, creating a beautiful cycle. Now, this Nine offers, I think, an opportunity to share your wealth, your wisdom, and your happiness with others. What you wish for will determine your new path. Now, we've all heard the saying, be careful of what you wish for, because you just might get it. Well, this is, I guess, referring to responsible wishing. So take the time to quiet yourself and ask, what is it that you're wishing for, and understanding how it might impact you and those around you. Now, you are at present being supported by the divine energy to create something new and beautiful. Now, whether it be a personal wish or a wish that is more expansive, the universe is lining up to grant it. You are the mother of your creations, giving birth to the sacred divine. This is a time to work with your creative, magical spirit, letting your dreams and your soul purpose blossom. I think you are completing a cycle of deep understanding, healing, and change. And when you drink from the divine grail of boundless love, you learn to receive and in turn give love to your creations, to others and the world around you. You are now on the threshold of a new stage of development. Now is an opportunity to grow further spiritually, internally living it externally. You know, as above, so below is not just a concept, it is an experience, and it is the fact of the greater reality that we live in. Now, I said we'd have a look at the Major Arcana last, didn't I? I told you it was a great month. Let's have a look at this Hanged Man, not in control. No doubt. Well, you can always be in control, even if you're not in control, you know? Now, what we see here is, what can we see? In the picture, the man's soul, or his astral body, is journeying to another realm where it can receive spiritual teachings. Well, this is one way of opening up to new knowledge. It's a kind of shamanic thing to do, and I'll talk about that on another occasion. But if this isn't your way, then you look for other adventures. Perhaps you'd like to apprentice yourself to a teacher or a healer, or undertake a course of study to learn about the ancient mysteries. You know, we all have our ways of journeying, you know. But I think that because this card has turned up, it's a good time to stop trying to control things. It's an invitation to accept that you are not always in control and to surrender to the flow. If you get the cosmic baseball bat smashed over your head, you won't have any choice. Now, although it might feel as if you are dangling helplessly in space, this actually isn't true. There's always something holding you, and you know what it is. Now, in a sense, just to fill that concept out a bit more, let's look at this number 12 here. This Hanged Man has let go of the ego. You know, that character that you build up after birth? See, when you're born, you are the real you. What you do is you create a character after that, and you play, or a number of characters, and you play different parts. And he's let go of his ego to seek his true spiritual self. Now, his old ways of knowing transform into a newer, evolved spiritual perspective. Now, I notice that his number here is 12. That is the number of spiritual enlightenment, faith with the embodiment and the wisdom of the 12 signs of the zodiac. Now, I think that this is talking, I'm just getting the feeling that maybe you want to bear in mind also that you want to withdraw away from social opinions or old, worn-out beliefs and lifestyles. I think he can mean that you start to look at life in a completely different way, even 180 degrees away. Many times you may view experiences and situations through your personal tunnel vision or your rose-colored glasses, and you would not be the only person to do that. There are millions who do. Well, that's why he stepped in, because he's helped you. He wants you to see and reflect on the bigger picture of life, getting in touch with your spiritual values and purpose. And he assists you in releasing limitations, and you will re-emerge with a renewed perspective and balance to your life. And that takes us finally to, which we'll have to deal with pretty quickly, I think, this Sun card. And what's going on here? I hear you say, well, what have we got here? 1, 2 people honoring the sun element, personified here as the sun goddess. Now, there is a sun at the top of her head, coming in through her crown chakra, and a sun in her solar plexus. Now, the solar plexus is your power center, your body's sun, if you like, and it enables you to power around in life. Now, when your solar plexus is really open and the energy is flowing, it's not at all hard to get things done. And you'll have access now to dynamic and creative energy. Now, the sun astrologically, of course, is associated with, as you would imagine, the sun. Nothing else needs to be said. But this is saying that you will have knowledge filled with light, love, and wisdom. The sun here is integrating the opposite poles of light and dark, balancing and blending the conscious and the subconscious here. The sun is bringing you enlightenment, which is also an experience. It's not an idea. Enlightenment will shine through your eyes and being. Enlightened eyes experience the world as spiritual and eternal, rather than the drudgery of day-to-day experiences of endless chores. But of course, it's about living as well. I mean, spirit is about that you are here to live as a human. So remember what you are, and remember that you are here, a spirit having great fun as a human. See, the challenges of the sun are to have faith, to trust, and to know yourself and others. And by listening to your divine inner child, you will thrive, rather than just surviving on limitations and restrictions. You will see what is working and integrated in your life. When you are able to trust and have faith in yourself, balancing and blending your dualities, you move to a higher spiritual realization, resulting in new supportive perspectives and a rebirth of the sun. This represents you reaching new joyous levels. I think as you have come out of something of a trying time, and is bringing success, happiness and joy, and your heart, your precious heart, breaks open with trust, faith and hope. You are healed. You are energized. You are alive. And now let your inner child play and dance and enjoy the world and everything that's in it. Fantastic job. Well done, you. I really enjoy doing your readings for you each month. Honestly, truly I do. It's I love. Look at that. Was a great reading, I thought, for you. I think there's some great things in store for you this month, and don't you deserve it? Really, you do. And now look, unless I see you privately during the course of the month over the next few weeks, then I'll see you again next month. Now, until I see you, remember one thing and one thing only, and it is this, that you are a legend. And I look forward to seeing you again next month. Until then, it's bye for now.